Yeah, recording in progress is fine. And I'll share screen at this moment. This one, yes. Now Monday, January 30, and we're going to start now. From this current slide. Okay, this pointer. I have some highlights of the market as well. And well, this is a special session about the crypto market. And my name is Jarl Schut of Crypto Academy. And we see some progress now in the market, and we see that the total amount of cryptos is now more than 22,300. And as we can see a few weeks ago, now last week, previous 2 weeks, so 2 weeks before, the liquidity was quite okay. There was 45 billion in the 24-hour session. Bitcoin now 27, and the Ethereum, it has been trading 16 billion turnover during 24 hours, and the last 24 hours was 9 billion. So it's more or less yeah, the half, a little bit less than the half, less. So I think that people are taking some profits from the table at this moment. The market cap is now higher than 1,000 billion, and that is good, because it is a very nice area again to take out again. And the top six, as you can see, is not that shocking. Of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the number 1 and 2, like always. BNB has a very firm position in comparison with XRP. The XRP is the next altcoin, and so together, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB together, they have market cap or market dominance of more or less 70%. And this is the overall picture. This is performance of the last 7 days. As you can see, some coins are into the plus and some minus. Bitcoin and Ethereum are hovering around 23,000 and 1,600 respectively. BNB is also firm at this moment, $300. And this is the whole picture after the collapse of the FTX market crash. We touched more or less 720 billion in the total market cap, and it was range bounding for several months with a high of 900 billion more or less. Now it took the 900 billion mark and also the 1 trillion mark. There's some space to the upside at 10% higher to 1.16 trillion more or less. And it would be great if we take that level out as well. You have also to see some increase of volume. In the beginning of this year, we saw some increased volume. Now, not anymore. It looks like the people are taking some chips off the table, and Bitcoin as well. As you can see, also breakout with high volume, but the highest volume was in November with a fall. So people were getting out of the market, and now it's rebounding again. And it's quite remarkable, because if you take a look at the total crypto market, you can see here the high of November. That was 1 trillion, 1,000 billion. And the Bitcoin, as you can see, it pierced through the high of November. So it's very sharp and strong move to the upside. That reflects in the market dominance, 45% more or less. That is, as you can see here, the market dominance of Bitcoin. It zoomed higher from 40% more or less towards 44.6%, more than 10% higher. so more than 4.6 percentage points. And as you can see, the Bitcoin is quite strong and will be the same, will also strengthen its position as number one coin still. And the hash rate of BTC also hovering around the all-time high. And we see also a little dip here. At the end of last year was the dip towards 160 million terahashes, and it was half of what has been traded uh, was before in October, November as well. But it was due to a power outage in the United States. Now it's firm again. It's quite okay. Ethereum is a different picture, a little bit like the total market cap, also touching and challenging the high of November this year. And so as you can see, Ethereum is also slightly underperforming in comparison with BTC. And you can also see that the dominance is around 20%. So it's not that, yeah, that's not that spectacular. Although I see that more potential in the Ethereum. So I will add some positions in Ethereum soon. Because this is a lagging coin, but the development in the crypto market is quite positive. And Bitcoin Treasuries.net, these are the big players which are owning Bitcoin. Yeah, since a year, and they MicroStrategy with the ticker symbol MSTR still number one, and they accumulated throughout the time Bitcoin towards 132,500. And as you can see, that no change in comparison with a few weeks ago. Also now with Marathon Digital Holdings, albeit Marathon overtook Tesla as number two, and Mara is also the stock rebounded sharply recently. Had 8 block. Square is that, and Riot Blockchain, Coinbase Global. These are big players in the crypto market, and I don't see too many strange movements, at least not to the downside. The Fear and Greed Index would not surprise you, of course, that the Fear and Greed Index is strengthening at this moment. So the investors are a little bit more bullish at this moment on the crypto market. Not in general, because you can see that the general altcoin market is not performing that well. So that's a little bit disappointing. Nevertheless, if you will range bound between 50 and 61.70 in a neutral to greed level, it's quite okay. This is the CNN fear and greed barometer, and here it's also at the greed level. Be careful next Wednesday, that is coming Wednesday. There's also the FED, the Fed will also be together with an interest rate announcement, or with announcement what they will do the near future. Is also quite positive still, is good. And some developments in the crypto market, which I noticed, is that South Korea is going to deploy cryptocurrency staking of a tracking system, sorry. And they are rolling out the virtual currency tracking system for monitoring transaction history and to extract information related to transactions and check the source of funds before and after remittance. And so the people, the authorities want to know what's happening with the money in the crypto market from the source to the end user. And the crypto exchanges have a kind of gateway function, because they have to take a look to check what is the person behind, who is that, or which company is that. Okay, we have also they added also to that is to counter money laundering initiatives to recover funds linked to criminal activities. Well, I think it's a good idea, because it's not new, because also in the fiat currency market there's also checks and balances, but nevertheless, also in the Netherlands, there are many parties fined, like ABN AMRO, Rabobank, ING also, that they did not have their checks and balances and also not um, compliance, their compliance rules and regulations in place. Actually, I've also read an article recently is that the crypto market, not the banks in the, so for instance, the ABN AMRO bank of the workforce, more or less one third, so 33%, is involved with compliance. They have to check if the transactions are compliant and also with risk management. So that's quite remarkable because it is incredible that many, yeah, more rules, more bureaucracy, of course. But nevertheless, South Korea is strengthening its position in the cryptocurrency market. Also, what hit my uh, astonishment is that the Bitcoin premium hits 60% in Nigeria as country limits ATM cash withdrawals. So people are restricted to to withdraw cash from the ATMs, and so that Nigeria wants to be less cashless, less cash. So they want to accelerate to be more cashless. That means that everything will be online or will also be that's trackable in the system. And I don't know how many people of Nigeria do or don't have an crypto or no, a normal bank account, but it will not surprise me that more of the half don't have even a bank account. It's a kind of banana republic, of course, Nigeria, with very much bureaucracy and also um, that the bureaucrats are also being paid bribes. It's not good. Anyway, it's quite interesting to see that Bitcoin is trading around $38,000. But I mean, that's only in Nigeria. You cannot sell short, I think, the Bitcoin there. Otherwise, you would sell the Bitcoin there in Nigeria and buy it here. So you can arbitrage. Other developments in the crypto market. The Amazon was also rumored that Amazon would move into Web3, but is the world ready for Amazon Web3? And it is rumored to be unveiling a Web3 initiative, according to a report by Blockworks. So you can dive into that to check Blockworks. And what this project will look like when it materializes is unclear and might involve gaming, NFT marketplace, or something in between. It's also for me unclear. And also, what is also a very big risk is the regulatory aspect, because regulatory uncertainty and lack of clarity interferes. And Amazon's efforts are potentially transformational if it can succeed, which will mean addressing the regulatory issues. So we have also seen that with Facebook or with Meta, that they want to launch a coin. And the thing is that there are now many Web3 initiatives and also an NFT marketplace like Ocean, other marketplace for NFTs. So what is the added value of Amazon? The only thing I can think of is that Amazon is um, is a very big party like Google as well, and that it is putting crypto more mainstream. So that's a positive aspect at this moment, I think. But nevertheless, we'll take a look here. This whole ecosystem. Well, here you see centralized exchanges, the FTX. You have to we have to abolish, and it's also good to replace that. But also many big parties are involved, and also Amazon now. And here also you can see online game makers. These are the big parties who are always which are already in the market, and you can also add Amazon soon. But if it's of more official, I'm interested to take a look at what's happening here. Um, well, put some charts at this moment. And the thing is that we have some position also, and it's good um, to take a look at the charts at this moment. And here, trading view. Trading view. Try to do again the share screening. I would like to take a look at the following, and that if we can see some changes in the dominances of the markets. What I want to see is the underlying strength of the market. What I will do is cryptobubbles.net to check with the altcoin market how it's performing at this moment. And this is the last top 1,000. I will put not the favorites, but the top 100, for instance. This is the. Let's take a look. Okay, I will put last year. Now you can see that Bitcoin is a little bit better now, top 1,000. Well, this is everything. You have some, not many coins are into the plus, but the last year, but you can see a decrease of price, crashes even from ranging from 40% minus towards 80 or 90%. And what you also see some green shoots, and I will put the daily chart and the daily, and this one here, and I want to put the top 500, for instance. So these are coins who are a little bit within the top 500, but as you can see, the bigger coins are better. And if I zoom into the top 100, you can see the last day market is retracting a little bit, and is not surprising because the market is now hitting a ceiling, as we have noticed, and some altcoins, small minuses, and also Bitcoin, BNB, and Ethereum. What I'm quite interested in, I have also here a list with the dominance of the smaller coins. We can see here a small increase. I will put this on the weekly basis, and then I will hide the moving averages, like this. You can see that the dominance of Cardano is on the low level. Also Bitcoin Cash, negligible. The BNB, this is nice runner-up. You see also in 2021, it zoomed higher. Last year also zoomed higher, 5%. Would not surprise me if BNB would increase more, even more in the market. So my estimation is that Binance Coin will gain traction because of importance of a centralized exchange, and they added also to the insurance funds more than up to $1 billion. So it's quite a whopping much. So I think this will be also of added value for the trust in the market. Here we see also BSV, not good. BTC dominance is zooming higher again, as we noted before. Polkadot stabilizing. EOS down the drain, which dominance we can see here. Chainlink also negligible. LTC, Litecoin. Litecoin is also a very nice, still nice buying opportunity because it's zooming higher, strengthening. That means that the market is putting more attention to Litecoin, and the others, yeah, This is the others dominance. And you can see the others dominance. I don't know which others are those coins, but the smaller coins also not really interesting. Uniswap low USDT. Interesting. This is stable coin. It's also gaining market capitalization, market dominance actually. And as we have also noticed, is that in the top 10 USDT is good. Well, these are the smaller coins, also not very good. And I'm curious what VeChain, for instance, for dominance is VeChain.D, and VeChain must be here. Yes, not compare. I want to add. Okay, here VeChain.D plus, and also the other one is Zero.D Chronos. Then we can take a look for the other one that is Chiliz, CHZ dominance. Yeah, you can see very low, very low. So that's not that interesting. But it's interesting to see, I think, is also the coin market cap and what is there in the top 20, for instance, that we see also something else that is here. It's loading. BNB top 4, 9,000. Polygon and Matic is also number 10 is quite okay. Solana has also moved higher recently. Polkadot, Litecoin, Avalanche. Avalanche AVAX is also good. Uniswap and Cosmos Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink is also the smart contract platform coins, and these are good. And finally, I would like to run through some charts of the smart contract coins. That is this one. And here I would like to add something else. That is here the moving averages and the weekly chart. It's nice to take a look how it's performing, but the daily chart is giving indication on the lower time frame. And not say yes, I don't want this. Why? Why is this? Panic. I don't want this. Trading view. Smart contract coins. It's loading here. It's a little bit slow. So what I want to see for factory.com, the calendar, the bubbles, I can Wednesday there is FOMC statement, federal funds rate. So this is very important for the for the sentiment of the market. And I will switch over now to the chart. I hope that we can see it soon. Problem with strange. It's yeah, it's not nice that chart's not working. Why? Now I cannot I cannot show the charts anymore. I don't know why. Anyway, let's take a look what we can also see on Crypto Panic for the other movements of the market. Sorare English Premier League enter multi-year NFT deals. CryptoSlate.com. Yeah, CryptoSlate. And this is interesting. A football league, Premier League, few of the top players. No thanks, no thanks. So NFT platform Sorare and the English Premier League have signed a multi-year deal for lines to offer NFTs of league player cards, and CNBC reported recently. The Paris-based star will allow its 3 million users to play its fantasy football game with Premier League specific player cards, allowing fans to buy, sell, and trade virtual cards of their favorite players as a part of the deal, which initially was reported to be valued at 30 million. The news of the partnership between NFT startup and one of the world's biggest football leagues comes amidst precipitous decline in overall NFT market since its peak in 2021, with overall sales of digital assets plunging more than 90%. According to data compiled by CryptoSlam, Sorare has risen to 8th place overall, with total sales amounting almost 1 million between December 31 and January 30, 45% increase from the month before. In 2022, total card sales on the Sorare platform amounted 500 million, and nearly doubling its 2021 total of 270 million. The agreement is just the latest in a string of other deals Sorare has inked this world, including with Major League Baseball and National Baseball Association. And they were founded, Sorare was founded in 2018, and they are backed by industry leaders like Japan's SoftBank and venture capitalist firms Excel and Benchmark. It counts among its shareholders athletes like Lionel Messi, Serena Williams, and Kylian Mbappe. However, there's an angle, there's a catch. Come under scrutiny in the UK and France over allegations because of gambling, with the UK Gambling Commission called to investigate whether Sorare.com requires an operating license or whether the services provided don't constitute gambling. Well, the company responded to the allegations by saying that 80% of its players play the free version of the Fantasy League, while also committing to strengthening the free-to-play elements of the game, as it was requested to do by the French National Gaming Authority. Quite interesting. I show this also in the chat for you. And let's take a look if I can put here. I have to find the, oh, here it is. It's quite interesting to conclude with. So rare.com. Interesting. So football game players, football enthusiasts, and also people who are collecting cards is quite interesting, because when I was a younger kid, I collected also cards, Panini cards. Maybe you know also. It's quite interesting to take a look at this platform. Anyway, I would like to round it off, and thank you very much for your attention, and for the members also. Some trades will come up soon again. Thank you very much for your attention, and next week will be the session in Dutch again, and within 2 weeks again in English. Thanks so much for your attention, and the recording has been ended by now. And have a nice evening. See you later. Ciao.